Okay, so now I have my confirmation that Miss Samantha Bowens, who falsely calls herself "My God," is in control, trying to falsely and she wants to try to sound convincing and manipulative. I've had that GoFundMe since about June 30th, 2020, and then you wait till you wait till September 8th to try to make like I'm being a criminal and using extortion. You wait until you're mad at me, and then you try to compare me to politicians and falsely accuse me of being ungrateful and saying that it's not enough, that I said it's not enough money and stuff like that. And then she tried to say, oh, you quit your job because you're mad because you couldn't take a bath. You're doing exactly, you say you're targeted, but you're doing exactly to me what the perps are doing. She's doing exactly what the perps are doing to me. She tries to say, oh, that's what you're doing, extortion. You put up the GoFundMe for a vehicle and then you and then you go spend it on your livelihood and stuff like that. You're just saying all this stuff because you're under the condition that you're mad at me and you turned against me. So this lady, I didn't realize she's a religious narcissist and freaking dangerous. Making up dangerous and life-destroying lies on me. And then everything she's doing, she's saying that I twist the truth and just trying to sound, if you listen to her, she sounds fucking manipulative. She didn't mention anything a couple of years ago, last year, and she didn't mention anything earlier this year, but she pretended to be a friend for whatever reason, and she's trying to lie and say that I'm lying and covering up when it's actually her. And she feels the need to call herself trying to get revenge and get even and stuff like that. And, to think you can try to tell other people what to do and control their life. You, an adult, trying to control another adult, that's freaking narcissistic. And now what you're doing is smear campaigning and lying on me. It's like you're supposed to be targeted and you're doing stuff like trying to drive me to a mental breakdown. You claim to have a master's degree, but you fucking illiterate. Can't even spell. How you gonna? I never met a person who claimed to have a master's degree and you can't even spell simple stuff. You're mentally off. Ain't mentally got it all. There's a difference. I'm disabled. But she trying to talk about that God stepped in and helped her with her roof and stuff like that. If you ought to know us being sabotaged and what we're going through. So she tried to talk about, people can go to jail for that and this and that, whatever. Well, I would have been in jail. But she trying to say, oh, somebody sent me $5 and I was grateful for that $5. And you said that $1,000 wasn't enough. And there's plenty of cars you can get for $1,000, but you just don't want to get the car that you want and stuff like that. I have not found a decent car for, you can't get a decent car unless you got like at least $3,000. So it seems like she's trying to twist everything and just trying to sound just like how the perps are sounding towards me. So if you're being targeted and persecuted, it's like she started off with she reached out to me in October 2019. She reached out to me and started talking to me and told me that she believed that I really am chosen and stuff. And she was the one who, she was one of, they had quite a few, but she was one of the people who suggested that because at first, in 2019, my life was, okay, even though I was homeless on the streets, but I wasn't really begging or asking for anything. It wasn't until this fake ass situation, things getting worse, is why I'm, forced to do what I've been doing, and she trying to make me feel ashamed for panhandling and begging and stuff. But she was saying that they tried to sabotage her house. And she said, well, I'm not getting rid of this house. God gave me this house. So if they would have put her, succeeded at putting her on the street, she always making like she's invincible and like God is protecting her and everything like that. But she don't, but she's like doing all this manipulative stuff, and why do you wait until, you know, almost 2 years of off and on friendship to decide to get mad and say, oh, what you're doing is extortion, and